There are millions of cars being sold on a daily basis. This is not just because these cars have suddenly become affordable, but because automobiles have become a part of our lives. However, have you ever wondered what cars are the most popular? What made drivers endear to those cars? In this video, we're going to show you the top 10 most popular cars of all time. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Model T. Henry Ford created the modern assembly line to make the Model T. The demand for the car, which was inexpensive by early 20th century standards, spurred Ford's founder to set up a factory system so cars could move from one workstation to the next with a worker at each station, adding one major part to the car. The early versions of the car sold for well under $1,000, and later versions sold for under $300. Number 9. Chevrolet Impala. GM, the world's largest car company, only has one vehicle on the list of the best-selling cars in history. That's probably because GM is a holding company with a number of brands. The Impala is also unique on the list because it's a fairly large two-door coupe. It was even built with a huge 8-cylinder engine for a period, which made it the equivalent of many sports cars. This car has been through 10 generations of major upgrades. Number 8. Honda Civic. This feat establishes Honda as a brand to beat in the automobile industry. Having two models in the list of most popular cars of all times speaks volumes about the automobile giant's dominance in the world of automobiles. The first edition of the Honda Civic was manufactured in 1972, and over 18.5 million units have been sold up until today. Number 7. Escort. The Escort was a small, fuel-efficient car introduced in England in 1967 and then throughout much of Europe over the following 2 years. There were 6 generations of Escorts. Each version offered more options and larger engines than the one before it. The Escort was replaced by the Ford Focus. A car called the Escort was sold in the US from 1981 to 2003, but its great success was in Europe. Number 6. Volkswagen Beetle. The Volkswagen Beetle is an iconic part of American automotive history. It's one of the least changed vehicles in automotive history during its production between 1938 and 2003. You might be thinking, wait, I know Beetles were still being built after 2003, and you'd be right. The new Beetle was introduced in 1997 to replace the original. This makes the 21 million Beetles sold figure look even more impressive as it doesn't take into account the new Beetle or any of its other successors. Number 5. Toyota Camry. Since the Camry's 1982 introduction, Toyota has managed to sell over 10 million copies worldwide, most of them on the American market. What's the secret of its success since the Camry is famous for being a dependable yet dull car? That's exactly why the Camry is for people who are not car enthusiasts. Number 4. FSeries. The FSeries has been America's best-selling full-body pickup for more than 30 years. One of the strengths of the FSeries is that it comes in so many models that have a broad appeal across a wide set of customers. The base F-150 costs less than $23,000. Larger models are used in the construction and farm business. Number 3. Toyota Corolla. 1966 saw the birth of the Toyota Corolla, the world's best-selling car of all time. In the nearly 50 years since Toyota has sold more than 40 million Corollas. The car is currently in its 11th generation. Interestingly, Toyota snatched the crown of being the world's most selling brand from General Motors in 2008. Number 2. Volkswagen Golf. Do you remember the Volkswagen Golf? It's the tiny hatchback car that almost became a signature taxi in most parts of Nigeria. The vehicle sold like pure water when it was released. It was so affordable in the early 2000s that you can actually buy a brand new Volkswagen Golf at the time for as low as 4 million naira. It recorded over 31 million sales in its very few years of reign. It was quite compact and easy to handle. Number 1. Honda Accord. About 17.5 million units of this car have been sold ever since it was launched in 1976. It has been several generations of powerful upgrades and is still being manufactured up until today. So this figure will increase soon. This is the first Honda car to be manufactured in the United States, and it took place in 1989. The car has been so successful that it has gone through 9 generations of upgrades and changes. The most recent for the 2022 model, like many of the least expensive sedans sold by all of the major car companies, the Accord can be purchased with a number of options and even an upgraded 6-cylinder engine for more power and acceleration. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.